spot. So I'm about to address something real quick. I didn't realize that breaking up with somebody on a game would cause problems. Like, okay, so I broke up with Jacob, like, what, 2 days ago? 3 days ago? I broke up with him because I got a call that someone in my family died. So for 3 weeks straight, I was depressed, like just damn near in the gutter, depressed. So I broke up with Jacob because he was too busy and I felt kind of like I was alone. Like I didn't have a boyfriend. I know that's like a shit excuse, but that's just how I felt emotionally because I was already emotionally fucked. I didn't want to have to go on a whole ass video about it, but his friends all decided to just gang up on me in my DMs one by one, and I'm just sitting here like, you don't see none of my friends or family members on IMVU doing that. So why are little ass fucking minors in my DMs telling me I'm not a man, telling me I'm like a little ass kid? Excuse you, you're whole ass kids. You're kids. And you're on IMVU talking shit to a whole ass adult. Like, maybe y'all should delete y'all accounts, get the fuck off IMVU instead of talking shit. Like, cause I am really in no mood to be arguing, especially with little kids. I don't argue with kids, I argue with adults, not kids. Yeah, that's why me and him broke up, because I broke up with him. Like, it wasn't that easy of a decision to make. Like, not right away. Like, it literally took me like a whole, like, okay, it took me like a whole, like, maybe, yeah, it almost took me the whole maybe 3 weeks in general. Or it took me like damn near almost 2, maybe 3 days before I could actually like even break up with him, because I know it was going to hurt him. What hurt me though is the fact that he didn't even let me explain anything. He just told me I was fucked up, and then oh, my cousin got heated. Yes, yeah. Ryder got heated, like, as fuck. So a couple, like, maybe a whole, like, maybe month or so before that, I made my cousin Ryder, Smokey, an account. I was testing the account and I was just playing on it, messing with it, just to see how it looks. Cause the AV I made him, someone changed it, I guess, cause I guess he looked like a bum. So sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't. It depends on how I literally want to make my AV. But yeah. So I made that account for him and was using it, but I only use it for like maybe a few minutes, just so I can mess with the status and whatnot and all that, do all stuff I need to do. And yeah, so his friends pretty much went on his account and tried to say that he was me. And I'm like, how? When I'm literally on my account right now and he's literally on his account right now. Like, we're both on our accounts. I literally did the same thing for my blood brother, Jeffrey. So, but like, yeah, his real name is actually Jeffrey. Not Jeffrey Dahmer, but it is Jeffrey though. I just put Dahmer at the end because he just wanted, I guess he wanted to be a serial killer, I guess. I don't know. But that's just my blood brother. He's fucking weird, but I'm just as weird. But yeah, I'm like dead ass trying to properly explain this without sounding like it's just some bullshit, I guess, because it's not. I had my literal reasons for why I broke up with him. He didn't break up with me. No, I broke up with him because of how I was feeling. And if other people can't understand that I did that because I felt like I didn't have a boyfriend. That's just how I felt. Like, that's how I feel when I get depressed. Like, I feel like nobody's there for me. I feel like I have nobody to talk to. It doesn't matter if I'm even texting them or if I even seem like I'm happy. I'm not. Like, I dead ass just have depression. And he like that. Like, that's literally how my depression is. Like, it's really bad because I had a lot of bad shit happen to me when I was younger. And it was to the point where something really bad happened to me when I was 8 and I had to go to therapy for it. And I had to do 6 months to a literal year for that. And the fact that these little kids, literally to me, they're literally little fucking kids. Because no adult that has sense would be in a whole other adult's DMs saying the shit that only little kids would say. Like, yeah, they're all minors, all of them. But not like minors like freaking 13, 14, no, they're all like literally between the ages of 16 through 19. And yeah, I was dating Jacob, but he's 19, so that don't matter. He's 19 years old. But yeah, I had my reasons. That's literally my reason for why we broke up. I know it's shitty, and I shouldn't have broken up with him the way that I did, because he was literally begging me not to leave him, and I still left him anyway. Because that's just how I was fucking feeling. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just how I was fucking feeling. Like, it sucks that I was feeling like that for 3 whole weeks straight. Like, me and Jacob, we were hanging out a lot, and then all of a sudden us hanging out just slowed down, and it's just like every time I was hanging out around my family, he seemed like he was uncomfortable, or I don't know, because I would ask. I would ask if he was okay. He said he would say he was fine, but I didn't believe that, of course, because depression attack. So I didn't believe that. But it's a simple fact that his friends they thought it was okay to hop in my DMs and then say the shit that they were saying. Like, Jacob, if you didn't know that, you know that now. Yeah, your friends were talking shit in my DMs. I know I hurt your feelings, but that's not okay for them to just hop in my DMs and be talking shit. And then hop into my cousin's DMs. And then maybe in Jeffrey's DMs too. I don't even know. Because Jeffrey don't fucking argue with little ass kids. And neither do I. Because I don't have the energy or time. I'm too much of an adult and too grown to be arguing with little kids for what? What am I going to say to you? I'm not going to say nothing but cuss your ass out. Because for one, you're coming at me in my DMs about reckless as fuck. And then you're trying to accuse me of using my other accounts that I actually forgot most of them about by now. Because I've been back and forth on IMU for like the last 9 years of my life since I first heard about that. Like, of course, I'm gonna have all of my accounts that I haven't been on for like whole ass 2, 3 something years now, because I completely forgot about them. Hence why I have this account, or I had to redo this account. The Dante Mikael one, this one, because those accounts, either I didn't remember the emails or passwords, or the accounts got disabled, because IMVU want to be on something else. But yeah, that's just... That's the... I'm not finna argue with no minors, and yeah, I broke up with him. So people break up. So what? It ain't that deep. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Like, yeah, I know I hurt his feelings, and I'm sorry. But like, it wasn't that deep to the point to where his friends have to literally be in my DMs and calling me out my name like that. Like, telling me I'm not, man, telling me I'm a pussy, telling me I'm like, y'all are some little kids. What? Y'all talking to a whole adult like that? Do you talk to your parents like that? Like, seriously, y'all can sit up here and talk to a whole ass grown adult like that, but I bet you don't talk to your parents like that. I bet you won't talk to some random stranger you see on the street like that. So why are you talking to me like that? You don't see me responding back, so obviously I'm up here being the adult. But then again, they minors, so it happens. And I'm not finna sit up here and argue with no... I'm not finna sit up here and argue with no minors. That is what we not finna do on this account. We not finna argue with no little ass kids over something that could have been resolved between me and Jacob personally. They didn't even have to get involved. Better yet, they really didn't have to care, because they didn't like me anyway. So what was the point? Like, my family member passed away, but of course I'm not gonna tell anybody that, because that's personal business. and I didn't want nobody feeling bad for me. But now I have to address the issue of why I broke up with him. I was feeling like shit. He was busy a lot, and I guess it just, I don't know. My brain was just like, yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. My brain literally was just like, no, this ain't gonna work. You're too much of a depressed piece of shit. I'm too much of a depressed piece of shit. That's literally how my brain thinks about me. Like, I guess I'm too much of a depressed piece of shit to really, like, show my actual feelings and actually care about somebody. But that's just how my brain thinks when I get depressed. I'm sorry. I don't recall my brain belonging to anybody else but myself. And that's just how I felt. I literally don't care how his friends take this video. I don't care how anybody takes this video. That's just how I felt. And if people don't like that, they can do the simple thing of kiss my ass and fuck off. And go mind your business. Go mind your P's and Q's. Go do your homework. Go outside. Go do something. But get off my case. Because I didn't do shit to any of his friends. So I wasn't talking shit about none of his friends to my friends or family members. I wasn't talking no shit at all about nobody. So I would appreciate it if people kept my name out their mouth. Stop calling me a fucking minor. I'm not no motherfucking minor. I'm 24 years old and a whole ass adult. And I'm not finna argue with no minors. Okay? I'm not finna be like everybody else on View arguing with no minors. I come on IMView to chill and hang out with my family and friends. So it's as simple as that. Stay off my account. Stay off my cousin's account. Do not go on my brother's account because he has a temper and he will definitely go off without a second thought. He will go off. He ain't gonna hold his tongue. I'm holding my tongue because once I start going off, I don't stop because I literally do not care how people feel afterwards. So stay off my account. Stay off Ryder's account. Stay off Jeffrey's account. Like, stay off. Back off and stay off. And, like, have a good rest of y'all lives. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm not finna argue with no minors. My cousin Ryder definitely ain't finna argue with no minors. Because once he starts, he don't stop. And Jeffrey definitely ain't finna argue with no minors because he's a hothead and he'll literally say anything. And then he'll literally block you afterwards without you even being able to say nothing. Because he'll have made his point. He's already had to do this. Jeffrey's already had to do this before. Because someone came in my DMs talking shit about Jeffrey. And he snapped. He literally snapped out not only his account, but my account. Like, this has happened to me before. With someone calling me nasty, someone calling me disgusting, and and I didn't even do anything. Like, I did nothing. I'm not hoeing around. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm literally just on IMVU, being myself. Like, I'm not gonna play with no minors. That's disgusting. Like, what the fuck? And I'm not finna argue with no minors, because that's little kid shit. I'm too fucking grown for that, and too mature for that. Yeah, I broke up with him. People break up. It happens. Literally. It's literally just like in real life. People break up all the time. It ain't that big of a deal. Like, calm down. It wasn't that deep. Like, literally. My friends and my family on here and in I know why I was depressed for this long. And maybe if y'all actually came and asked why did I break up with Jacob, then okay. But no, y'all wanna go on my cousin's account and then y'all wanna go on my account one by one in my DMs and in my comments talking literal shit. Like literal little ass children. Y'all aren't even like little kids like that. Like y'all are whole ass minors talking shit to an adult. Like that makes literally no sense to me. Like that's just new to me. I never heard no minors going all in like that on no whole adult. Like, nigga, I'm grown. I'm not finna argue with no little kids. I'm whole grown. And I'm not finna waste my motherfucking breath on no minors. I'm not a minor no more. I'm not no minor like I used to be years ago. I am a whole ass adult. Got minors in my DMs talking shit. To the point where I had to literally block them. All of them. Literally. Because I'm not gonna argue. And none of my friends or my family on IMVU is finna argue either. We not finna do that. So, y'all need to, again, calm yourselves down, stay in y'all lanes, and go be minors. Stay out of my shit. Like, stay out of my shit. I'm not playing. I'm only gonna say this one time, as in this is a one-time warning, because I ain't gonna stop my cousin or my blood brother from, like, literally going off on y'all, because I'll let their ass go off. But I'm gonna stop myself, because I know how to be an adult and do that. But them, I can't control them. They grown too. I can't control them either. Literally, all three of us, like literally me and Jeffrey grew up like literally 2 minutes apart. Like we were born 2 minutes apart from each other. We're pretty much twins. And as for Ryder, his ass, he a prison bird. Like, this nigga been out of prison since he was fucking what, fucking 18. You know, drug life will do that to you. But it's the simple fact that this is my account. Nobody has control of this account but me. And yeah, I was impressed for 3 whole weeks straight, but I'm fine now. I'm 100% fine. I'm good. Like, I'm not finna argue with no little kids. I'm not. No. No. I'm not doing it. Maybe I would've did that like years ago. I know I've been saying all types of shit, but no. I broke up with Jacob, and that's that. Now Jacob wants to, you want to come talk to me so I can explain to you what the hell was going on and why I was feeling the way I was feeling for the last 3 weeks. It's because a family member died. Okay, I lost yet another family member to cancer. Okay? There. Now you got the reason out why I did what I did. Why I was feeling the way I was feeling and why we broke up. Pretty much. So, there. Like, that's fucking ridiculous that your friends were in my DMs saying what they were saying. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And that you couldn't, like, you couldn't come tell me that yourself. You had to have your friends come blow up my DMs like that and say all that shit. Like, I literally didn't care what they were saying. They're minors. I don't care what minors say. So, I was just making this video to get that off my chest. And to explain why I haven't been uploading like I was. Like, I was uploading videos almost every day. And then I started slowing down my progress because of that. I got that phone call, and of course I can't attend the funeral because of where I'm at right now. I'm too far, and my friend's not gonna want to drive me 3 whole hours just for a funeral. So I didn't go to the funeral, and I found out about it after the funeral. It's another fact I found out after the funeral. And I'm still hurt. Like, it still hurts. It's just like when my uncle died last year. Not even that, 2 years ago. He just dropped dead in a laundromat in front of everybody. And he had just got out of prison himself. Wasn't even out for more than a day, and he just dropped dead. So I don't want to hear nothing from no minors. I don't want to hear it, cause I'm fine now. So, and I really honestly don't care. Like, I don't care. That's now how your friends made me feel, Jacob. Like, I don't care. Now I don't care. I was going to care, and I did feel bad, to be honest, that I broke up with you like that. Like, just out of the blue. But now I just don't give a shit. And you can blame your friends for that. And then being in my DMs saying all that shit and talking shit. So, yeah, it's just straight up like that. I don't care.